Hi everyone and welcome to a new pod. Today we have Prince, who's from Galgotia University. As famous as the university is for being, a tier 3 college, he's one of the few people who has done well in a very specific niche, Web3. He started to learn Solana recently, around 6 months ago, when he joined cohort 3. And in the last 6 months, boy, has he had a journey. He has gotten a grant. Him and his friend that's sitting over here have gotten a grant of $50,000 to build a pump.fun like platform. On a different blockchain, not on Solana, but an SVM blockchain. And he's also gotten a full-time job recently for $1,500 a month right now. That may go up to $3,000 a month if his performance is good. That's currently where he's at. And he's from a tier 3 college, just graduated, would have not had a job if he did not upskill himself in the last 6 months and, understood more about this niche. An extraordinary outcome of like a $50,000 grant is a little too much, like maybe not a path that you can follow. And, there is some risk there. But a job of $1,500 a month in a growing industry is not too hard. That's what he'll talk about. He'll understand his journey from the beginning. What did he learn in college? Uske baad, how did he get into Solana? And what did he did from there? With that, Prince, welcome to the pod.
Thank you. So, hello, I'm Prince. So, I'm 23 years old and I'm a full stack blockchain developer. So, my journey starts like 6 months back only, because in first, second, third year, I basically was trying to figure out what to do and what not to do. And in that, I basically wasted everything. I was just sitting around and reading everything about the college. What I thought, eventually I'll figure it out. But later I realized, no, this is not going to happen. I'll have to wake up and like put my shit together and sit down and do hard work. So at the end of the day, I started basically DSA. So first the journey started with Python itself. So I did Python with some Udemy simple courses, and then it was like, no, this is not what I want to do. So eventually I started doing it with C++. So that was tough, and I like doing things which are tough. So I did it, and apparently I have like made my hands dirty with lots of tech stacks. So I have done Solidity, I have done C++, Java bhi kar rakha thoda bahut. And other than that, when I came to Solana, so there was an opportunity when Pump.fun stopped it live streaming. So we thought, why not build a wrapper on the top of Pump.fun with live streaming feature, as well as we'll put AI on it. So this will be our selling point, that we are giving a live stream on the top of it, and we are giving you AI agents. At the time, the problem was that there are developers out there who want to create token, but they do not want to sell the token, and they do not want to go and post it on the Twitter and all. So all those tasks will be handled by AI. So you do not have to do anything else. And your task is to just create the token, give us some money, and we'll do it for you.
Can you explain for everyone what Pump.fun is and what were you building for deeply? People might not know what Pump.
Okay. So Pump.fun is basically a platform or Solana platform where you can create your own meme token. But the problem on other platform, let's say if I create a pool on Raydium, so it's a complex process.
Explain what a pool is and what Raydium is.
Okay. So pool is basically a liquidity pool where swaps happen. Like you can trade tokens on the basis of like if the pool is created like a meme token, let's say Bonk, and there is USDT. So a liquidity pool is created. Someone comes there and put X amount of Bonk and Y amount of USDT. So it create a pool, and then there is a AMM formula for that, X into Y equals to K, which drives the price. And on that basis, basically the price is derived, and then you trade on them. But the problem was that people wanted to create token, but they do not have to go through all the process. Like आप अपना खुद का meme token पहले बनाओ scratch से, और फिर उसको Raydium पे ले जाओ, and then वहाँ पे liquidity pool create करो. It was like complex and tough. So at that point, Pump.fun came and saves everyone. So it in one click, just put name, image, ticker, and 3 social media accounts with their links, basically. I think Twitter links, Telegram link, and one more website link. You put these 3, click a button, and then your token was ready. And uske baad ka jo process tha, that was also complex, like taking token and putting it on some Raydium pool for further development. वो भी उन्होंने simple कर दिया कि there was a thing called bonding curve. So this is we will talk about bonding curve later. So when the bonding curves get completed, the token itself get migrated to Raydium. So you do not have to go through that complex process of migrating it yourself. So that was the basic selling point of Pump.fun. And at that point, I think everyone wanted to create their own token, test what is happening in the market. And basically, what I would say, creating token on Web3 is like selling your product on Web3. So अगर आपको अपने product को promote कराना है, कि you want to want that little bit initial hype in the market. So basically you create your own token, and with that token people buy it, sell it, and then they know about your product, kiska product kar kya raha hai. Later everything goes down like.
Yeah. To summarize, PumpFun is the biggest fee generator on Solana. They make some $2 to $5 million a day, because there are a lot of people on the Solana blockchain who just want to create tokens. What is the utility of the token? What isn't? We don't know. Trump launched a token who's the, arguably the most powerful person in the world. उसने भी token निकाल दिया. What is the use case? God knows. But people want to, there is something called as a blockchain, which is decentralized money, provides you a bunch of, things you can do in a decentralized fashion. There are tokens on top of this. People want to create tokens. Then came a platform called Pump.Fun that made it easy to create tokens. And amongst hundreds of things that could have gone famous, they became very famous. They're the biggest, probably, crypto product today, because surprisingly, a lot of people wanted to create their own tokens. So that is what Pump.Fun is. And you were trying to, what were you doing on top of it? And how did you get the idea that I Pump.Fun जैसा कुछ बनाता हूँ?
So apparently we were like 3 or 4 people in a Discord. We're sitting around and बैठ के हम लोग बातें कर रहे थे कि क्या बना है. So apparently there was a news coming out कि PumpFun banned his live stream because people were doing crazy shit on Pump.Fun. So कोई तो लटक रहा था, somebody was sitting in the toilet for 24 hours saying that if my token goes this much, I'll do this.
Yeah,
so crazy thing was happening. Yeah. So they had to ban it because of government authority जो भी था. Like we did not had anything like that. Like बनाते हैं, let's see if it works or not. The main motive behind that was to learn. That apparently we just started cohort, and उस time में अपने starting में Solana start करा था, client side Solana.
Right.
Correct. So we had an opportunity कि rather than making some clone project, let's build something and let's try to market it. What happens, we'll see it later. So at the time, it was just a wrapper on the top of Pump.Fun. We were doing nothing by our own. Apparently, we were using their contract only, and we were just making a wrapper on the top. We were calling their instructions, buying, selling, everything was happening on top of Pump.Fun. So it was just client side, and the client side integration that time was done by me and other stuff like back end, front end, and that was handled by other teammates. So उस time में तो ये था, and on the top of it we added that live stream feature and AI feature. So AI was just, as I explained, AI was like you can create token with AI agent, which would be like little bit more expensive because we were taking $10 to $20 for AI agents, and you could that AI will basically promote your token. You don't have to do anything, just give. Yeah, that was it.
Got it. So you built this product, and this product got you a grant of 50K, which eventually come in tranches, but the overall grant amount is 50K if you're able to reach all the milestones.
Yes.
Okay, you are building that. Why a full-time job? And how did you get into full-time job? How did you approach the company, interview process, everything?
So, आपके class में मतलब I was looking at your class, or let's say I was sending you my Notion doc previously, and then you talked about कि if there is someone who has worked on Yellowstone gRPC, so there is a job for him. I was like, it was the first time I heard the thing called Yellowstone gRPC. Like 6 महीने से मैं काम कर रहा हूँ इसमें, and I haven't heard about it. तो है क्या ये? Let's figure it out. So apparently I ended up learning Yellowstone gRPC. तो मैंने कुछ नहीं करा था उस time में. I just made a wrapper on the top of Pump.Fun. We were basically using Yellowstone gRPC. I was indexing the data. I posted on Twitter and it got boom. So apparently the founder, the co-founder, the Lane, I think his name is Lane, and the co-founder of Extractal, he reached me out on Twitter as well as on LinkedIn.
Okay, very interesting. You're saying, so what did you build exactly? What was your tweet about? What have you built?
I'll show you.
Yeah, show the tweet and you put it on the screen as well. So this is very funny. Yellowstone gRPC is something I'm dying to get my hands on right now because they're really expensive to get one, but I have to teach one in the cohort. तुम्हारे पास है क्या वैसे? Huh?
There is a free one.
There is a
free one.
Oh really? Okay, tell me about it later. Really? Okay, I was trying to. I'm approaching people. Anyways, there's like on Solana, if you want to do something specific called indexing Solana, there's this new way to do it now by a company called Tritium, which is an RPC provider. उन्होंने बनाई थी. And he just open source. The tweet is just open source a real-time Solana blockchain monitor for PumpFun using Yellowstone gRPC. It tracks exactly just like probably one of the popular use cases of using an indexer, which is कि जब भी कोई नया token बन रहा है, for example, you can keep monitoring for things like Trump, or you can keep monitoring for addresses that Trump owns. So there's a new token created from that. That probably means you want to immediately buy because Trump has created a new token. That's like one common use case. You would create a bot for. So he created, specifically, so Yellowstone, so you can basically index anything. He indexed just the pump fund token so that जब भी कोई नया token बन रहा है, you can run a bunch of checks on it. The tweet got 85 likes. And whatever, he has his GitHub over here. And he did this because he random class guys just said, we need to learn Yellowstone, or you have a job for someone who has Yellowstone or has worked on Yellowstone gRPC, so just indexing. Uske baad they reached out to you based on this tweet. Yeah. Okay, what did they say?
So they said, we liked your profile and can we talk? Just that much. And they gave us, basically he gave me his Twitter as well as on Telegram account. So I reached him on Twitter and as well as on Telegram, in both places. And he basically formed a group with the other CEO. They are basically two people. They are ordering around, and there is one DevRel. So these two people, let's say both of CEO, asked me very few questions like, how do you basically serialize, deserialize stuff on Solana? How do you serialize the data on Solana? How do you track data on Solana? Simple stuff. And then they added their DevRel. So she asked me questions related to this. How did you did this? Apparently जो मैंने ट्वीट करा था उन्होंने उसी के रिगार्डिंग क्वेश्चंस पूछे कि कैसे करा. And I talked him कि I have used this thing also on my Live24.1 platform. At the time I was using WebSocket to do it, but unfortunately I cannot show you my code because it is private property. So apparently on that particular statement, the main, I think the CEO guy reacted love, and then he scheduled a meet for me with his DevRel, that is ex Helios developer, I guess. So on that meet, there were simple questions, very simple questions. कि आपने कैसे करा? How do you do this? And she asked me, basically she stalked all the profiles, like what I have done. She went through my Telegram, she went through my GitHub, and she saw कि I have done like mostly contract work. आप मेरे GitHub पे जाओगे तो आपको वहाँ पर bonding curve, escrow, AMM और NFT marketplace, NFT staking यही सब दिखेगा. सब कुछ पूरा contract डाल रखा है, पूरा. तो she saw and like कि आपने ये कर रखा है. You have not done client side like too much. Will you be able to handle it? So will you be able to handle it? Like it's not like मैंने बोला कि it's not like I have not done client side at all. In the beginning, I was doing client side, and recent 2 or 3 months, I am aggressively doing smart contract or Rust, but I do have experience and I think I can handle it. So she started asking me questions related to that only. Ki I saw you have built algorithmic stablecoin contract. So you have used Pyth in this. So what was the use case for Pyth? Why have you used Pyth? So मैंने उसको like answer दिया कि in algorithmic stablecoin, what you do, you put a collateral, and there is a ratio going on there कि if you are putting $100 collateral, you can only mint half of tokens. Right. Like वो जितना उन्होंने contract वालों ने डाल रखा होता है. तो as in my contract, I have put like 50% collateral or 200% collateral. तो अगर आप $100 डालते हो तो $50 worth of stable coin मिलेगा. So to track that amount कि stable है कि नहीं, if the price of the collateral was Solana, if the price of Solana goes up or goes down, the stablecoin price basically pumps or downs. And as a contract or say algorithmic stablecoin, algorithm needs to maintain that stablecoin. So for that, what we do, if the price goes too much or price of stablecoin goes high, we basically mint more tokens to the user. And if the price go down, we basically liquidate token from the user. So अगर आपकी एक health ratio होता है वहां पर, आपके collateral और the amount of token या mint के बीच में एक ratio create होता है. अगर वो ratio कम हो रहा है, तो you are like on the position where you get minted. So in order to track that price only, I use Pyth. Basically, in short, I use Pyth to track the real-time value of Solana. So she was like, okay, ठीक है. And at the end of the day, she said कि okay, फिर bonding curve, she asked me questions regarding bonding curve, ये कैसे implement करा आपने? तो I told her about कि AMM के ऊपर मैंने I wrote a simple equation. Like उस time में तो बहुत it was complex for me to understand कि क्या हो रहा है ये, क्यों हो रहा है ये. And then I took a notebook. अगर आप मेरे notebook पूरा भर रखा है 3-4 पेज. I took basically Solana जो पंफन है उसके एक पॉइंट पे डेटा को मैंने लिया था कि 1 सोल पे कितना टोकन दे रहा है, 2 सोल पे कितना दे रहा है. I tracked everything, and with that, me and ChatGPT, we two people were there, and we two like were there for 2 to 3 days कि हो क्या रहा है exactly, and then I was able to figure out कि ये हो रहा है. It is basically simple amplified AMM only. People make it too complex. Bonding का बहुत complex है, नहीं है. It's just like simplified AMM. There is 4 parameters. Real token reserves, real soul reserves, virtual token reserves, virtual soul reserves. So in my contract, the calculations are done on the basis of virtual souls and virtual token, and the trading is done on the basis of real token, real soul. So that is it. So I explained her everything. She was like, okay, and I'll talk to the team. They'll reach out to you and tell him your quote and all. So they reached out to me like, how are you flexible? How when you will be available and कितना आप quote कर रहे हो? तो मैंने उनको तो बहुत ज़्यादा बोल दिया था, $3,000-4,000 बोल दिया था, and basically 15 मिनट की एक मीट शेड्यूल कराऊंगा कुछ दिन बाद. And on the meet they told me कि इतना तो हम खुद को भी पे नहीं कर रहे, we have tight hands. So but we are on the funding, we are raising funds, so we'll do it later. So don't worry about it. And Amy needs a developer who can do these stuff, Elevation gRPC stuff. So personally मैंने मतलब इतना करा नहीं Elevation gRPC. So right now figuring tech stack is quite tough for me, and वो तो कुछ अलग ही यूज कर रहे हैं, मैंने बताया था आपको, Inversify.js.
Right.
तो that is tough for me too. अभी तो I'm trying to understand the tech stack and I'm doing it. Let's say क्या होता है.
Got it. And right now you negotiated to $1,500 a month. Yeah. Perfect. Someone else wants to learn Solana. Were you trying for other Solana companies? Have you done any other Solana work abhi tak?
Apparently I started with this only. So other than Live24.fun, we also built a decentralized scale AI.
Okay. ये तुम्हारा YouTube idea है.
हाँ. We won $10,000 grants on top of that.
You won $10,000 of grant there also?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. From this is from Solana.
Super team X26.
Okay, dude. Very nice. So okay, great. So you started to learn Solana. You got a $10,000 grant from Solana, another $50,000 grant from an SVM, and you're doing a job now for $1,500 a month.
Yes, sir.
That's beautiful. Say, bro, if there's something to learn from this, I think it's that your college doesn't matter if you're learning the right things. If you're picking the right things from, someone random who said something in a random class, and implementing it, opportunities will come one way or another. And it's great for me. I think a lot of the small things that he has done have just been random things that he did because he heard something somewhere and started to explore this technology. So that's pretty good. Any parting words for everyone else?
Sure, build stuff, I would say. And like, there was a point in my life like where I was lost. This is Chaitanya मैंने बोला था कि I was in a perpetual state of tension. I was also in a perpetual state of tension क्योंकि fourth year खत्म हो गया था मेरा, and I had grants, but वो grants was not like stable money. Parents like always force you to do something stable, and so I thought कि let's try for job. And Web3 में क्या होता है कि they reach out to you, or even if you reach out, ghosting बहुत खतरनाक होती है Web3 में. So basically मैंने छोड़ ही दिया था, like I left it, even reaching out to the people जो जिनको reach out करता भी था. At one point I like stopped caring about it, and I thought कि इतना टेंशन लेने से अच्छा just start to build stuff. तो जो भी आप बोलते थे, like आपने बोला था कि build something staking, like आपने stake का बोला था, stake का contract लिख के लाओ, तो आपने बोला था बस एक Solana stake लिखो. मैंने उस पर 3 stakes लिख दिए थे, Solana, SPL, NFT, तीनों लिख के, and I posted it on Twitter as well as सबको open source कर दिया था. Basically पूरे contract open source कर दिया था कि जिसको पढ़ना है पढ़ सकता है, and I think that helps.
Makes sense.
अभी भी if there is someone who want to reach out, तो मैं तो बता देता हूँ चीजें कि भाई ये कर ले, बहुत अच्छा है. And then किसी को सीखना भी होता है तो आ जाता है ट्विटर, मतलब डिस्कॉर्ड पे, 100x डिस्कॉर्ड पे, या तो दूसरे डिस्कॉर्ड पे कहीं भी. जैसे कल रात को we were discussing how to build an escrow, किसी का इंटरव्यू था, तो ये asked me कि भाई escrow सिखा दे, like हाँ चल बनाते रात को. तो उसको सुबह तक जाके मैं escrow सिखा रहा था.
Very nice.
Simple escrow contract.
किसका था इंटरव्यू?
एक है
शुभम.
अच्छा आपको पता है?
मैंने तो रेफर किया है.
हाँ एक्सोटेक में.
हाँ.
Sure.
I don't know though, but वो अभी I mean he's interviewing 2 companies, but सही है, that's very cool. सही है. Cool man. बढ़िया. I don't have anything else. I will link your things in GitHub. Your contracts that you've written, just send us the links. We'll put them in GitHub. So if you want to learn, read, give them to ChatGPT, try to understand what's happening there. I think that's a good starting point of getting into contract work on Solana. With that, thank you, Prince, for coming.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.